Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a team game for Company of Heroes 2.
Everyone loves the team games. Everyone loves the team games machine. It's good for us to getting back into it and to be casting one. We're very excited to be here. On our allied side, we do of course have big man Icemanjoker.
Fanboys rejoice,
Fanboys
it is the
rejoice.
Icemanjoker.
It is indeed. He'll be playing with red today, so it will be how many Brits, machine?
Well, that's two Brits.
That's two Brits. Yeah, we'll be two of those Brits being thrown out for our allies.
Now, I'm a little bit freaking out over here because I don't know what HUD size it's supposed to be on, and it's probably going to break my overlay. So.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah.
No, it's one bigger than that?
I'll probably have to use the power of Photoshop and realign it, but that's okay.
I was going to say the power of friendship, but okay. Whatever, machine, that's
This
cool.
isn't an anime.
It's not?
There's no power of anime in video games.
I see.
Power of friendship. Anyway, it will be Darkfürst. My sincerest apologies to all of the Germans who I pronounced that thing wrong to.
They're currently faced by a pretty hard machine. We need to take German lessons. I'll take Russian lessons to take German lessons.
The U with the dots above them is like, it's like rather than
see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just making things up. Not really. I'm trying to. Hermes will be our other axis over here. So there's both Wehrmacht and OKW. And actually a Bren carrier is a really great response to this Kubel in the early game. Brits don't really have any answer to that, especially, you know, you can't rush an AT gun out, there's no AT grenades. Having the Bren carrier quite necessary, but the problem with the Bren carrier is you can't repair it until you get either the Royal Engineers or the Veteran C1.
One of the two, but definitely a good choice. And you see the Kubels come out pretty damn often in team games. Just because, you know, there's a higher saturation of units on the map, so the Kubels are obviously more effective from that point. A few MGs coming out from both sides here.
I wonder why he
Cal on this side.
I wonder why he focused the Volks instead.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is a bit weird.
Yeah.
You have to be a little bit careful here. Also, it's always a bit risky when you go for the aggressive plays because OKW will rush out a Raketenwerfer a lot of the time, especially against Soviets. If you have... Oh, the Vickers got it.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so...
Yeah, the Vickers on the side, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of misplay there from Darkfürst, but the Vickers MGs, they do shred the Kubels pretty quickly. Yeah, especially like M3 cars, the scout cars. Yeah. They can be very hard to deal with. Rushing the Raketen is really the only option there. Still, this Universal Carrier is pretty much going to be out of action now. It's really too low to stick around. Afterwards, he may want to actually upgrade it to a Wasp. That would certainly be nice with this many garrisons on the field. Either that, or we're going to have to see an early mortar pit come out to deal with these garrisons.
Generally, one of the best ways to deal with it is with that Wasp, especially when you're playing with double Brits. You're not going to be seeing a lot of regular mortars on the field, or a lot of other nice ways to deal with garrisons. So, going for that Wasp definitely can be nice.
Yep, that Vickers getting quite low, but it will survive for now. And actually, no one's bothered to capture the bottom. It's been completely neglected.
Really big fights around the middle.
Yeah, control of the center is so important.
Yeah.
It has the fuel, it has access to most of the map, so it makes it easier to flank and
it's just
and
hard to
out-rotate
force your
your
opponents back again. It just makes it really tough. Once you get good MG control over the middle, I mean, there's heavy cover everywhere, huge garrisons with lots of windows, makes life quite difficult. Seeing an infantry section going down the bottom here. Not a really quick tech up here from Red, so the Bren carrier is not going to be repaired for a while. Going to be a little bit before we see those Royal Engineers.
Yeah, you went 3 infantry sections and a Vicar, so this is a 5 tier 1 start for Brits. Not something that you see very often.
No, pretty rare. You definitely normally see an earlier sniper, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's quite standard.
Raketen going to be coming out in the field now for Darkfürst. Wants a way to deal with that Bren. Going to be just nice to have it as well. A lot of garrison in the middle again. Good, something good to play around. So many sandbags going down. This is another side of a good game.
Yeah.
Lots of sandbags, man. Gotta love that heavy cover.
Can they actually get the flank in time?
Oh, they went the wrong way. Oh, no, that might have actually worked. They wanted to try and stay in the heavy cover, but one member does actually get suppressed. Yeah,
by the long garrison, the overlapping MGs. But that is true. If you went across rather than up, he would have been safer.
Yeah, he also would have run into the Pioneers, though, so it could have made things difficult.
Either way, with the Pios, they probably wouldn't be able to actually clear those out. So that's definitely the one downside of the Brit squads, is they're nowhere near as good at flanking MGs compared to riflemen and conscripts. Don't have that close range damage.
Royal Engineers now coming out for Red, so I expect that Bren carrier to be repaired and expect an upgrade coming out as well. Nice. Icemanjoker goes for the other tech choice there. Not going for another infantry section, goes for a faster UKF sniper. Good play.
Yeah, having that one out is really handy at the north where it's very open. In the middle, it's going to be a fair bit harder to actually use it with this many garrisons. At the bottom, even worse, because you can just get flanked and ambushed around those forests quite easily. So I definitely think it's smart that they're allocating the sniper where it's going to have the most impact.
Having the infantry sections out in front as well, that's going to be nice. With the 2-2-2 on the field, you've really got to play that sniper in a position where it can stay safe.
Yeah, so it still has the damage engine critical shot available.
It does, yes.
In the December patch, they will be changing that to only do the turret rotation, which will be nice. But for now, scout cars don't really work that well. I think it's more for the Bren carrier than it is for the actual sniper. The autocannon will shut down that Bren carrier very fast. And it does have the Wasp upgrade. So that 2-2-2 is actually a very good choice. And it's going to start paying off if he tries to use that Bren carrier aggressively.
He decides to move it to. I think they just want a few more infantry sections in the middle before they decide to push into anything. You really have to follow the Wasp up with something.
So this was actually the Commando regiment locked in for Icemanjoker.
Have access to those gliders and eventually the Crocodile as well. Crocodile, I can see being quite good on this map, Machine.
Yep.
Can you see it being quite good on this map? So
I do.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Crocodile. We can push this game out to a lengthy period of time.
Not only is there a lot of garrisons, but also the fact that it's pretty short distance from the bases means that you can go for those really deep retreats, where, like the chase on retreats, where you just follow squads down and wipe them on retreat. You have to be careful of mines though. Later on there can certainly be a lot of shoe mines and telemines around. I think we actually saw a shoe mine being placed earlier on. At the top here we do see the Wasp backing away from the 2-2-2. Very cautious play and really nice control as well here from Red. He burned out the MG. He forced the pack up. Didn't actually retreat the MG though. And then as soon as he used it, he backed it away preemptively, anticipating there'd be some kind of response.
What did we see go down there? Was that the tier 1 or the tier 2 for our OKW? It was, oh, mechanized regiment. Okay,
yeah, the tier 2 actually.
Okay.
I wonder why.
Yeah, see, that's the regular placement you normally see the tier 1, because you want those forward heals, and the garrisons actually give it fairly decent cover. It's actually quite hard to siege that location, so you generally see the good HQ for the heals there, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Does give you that forward repair point.
And a munitions cache. This is interesting. We do see the scout car on the flank. The Vickers will retreat. Sniper's actually exposed. He may just want to use the critical shot and then retreat, but there's Pigrens there as well. This is going to be a very antsy retreat path. Double Pyos as well. Oh, Sniper, you are in a very rough spot right now.
The accuracy is going to start coming into effect if the Sniper gets revealed. The 2-2 is very dangerous.
Yeah, he's dead. He's got nowhere to go.
Oh, that Sniper is definitely done.
There's a fence there as well. He's going to get revealed. He can't cloak because of the scout car.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't really have much choice. The Pigrens were going to try and get him on retreat. Probably should have tried, I guess. But actually, he was baiting for the 2-2-2. And that one will go down.
6-pounder gets the shot off there. Nice build from Icemanjoker. He's had that one for a while, but hasn't actually revealed it. Surprising. I mean, the Pigrens were there. They saw the 6-pounder. I mean, was there enough munis for a satchel? Might have been throwing it away a bit there. Yeah, for a bundle grenade. Man, I'd do that again. I do that all the time.
Oh, Bofors.
I'd like to see you pick me up on that machine. Yeah, Bofors getting thrown down in the middle.
Or rather, a Brofors. Shout out to Jono.
Shout out, buddy. There's shoe mine one of the day. The blowing up just gets the one man from the infantry section there. Haven't seen any squad size upgrades yet from our UKF players.
A lot of Vol squads though here from Darkfürst.
Darkfürst likes this Vol squad, man.
Yeah.
He's loving it. Already has the Shrek now as well, so that's a bit of mobile AT for him. And this is why. Okay, right. I was wondering what he was rushing out. So Darkfürst, he went the munitions cache for the munitions to fuel transfer, and he's built a little something there, machine.
Well, he isn't actually. Oh, it's Stuka.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
How early is that? It's a 9-minute 20 Stuka.
Yeah.
That's why.
So was he actually transferring it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah, I've been watching. So he's
stopped
been transferring
now.
to fuel.
Yeah.
That's why he had the munitions case for additional transfers.
Oh, here we go. That gets the section in the garrison. Actually,
Oh no, evacs at the back.
He got the Bren carrier,
Nice.
an infantry section, and the Pigarins may wipe this one on retreat. Not quite.
Not in the end.
I think this is a really good map for a Stuka, and it makes a lot of sense because I was wondering, like the Flak Harshack and the Puma, they're gonna be pretty awful.
Yeah.
So I really was concerned, but actually that Stuka's a great choice, and with this Brofus as well, it's gonna be a bit tricky to really use that effectively.
Okay, so the brace play is gonna have to be really on point here, and the reason for that is if you actually look where Red's place is mortar pit. Oh, with that being said, you don't want to lose that air landing officer. Very potent squad.
Is this 3 squads of Pigarins? How
that
many
from
do we have? It's 3
3
Pigarins.
squads of Pigarins.
And 0 Grens. Wow.
Interesting. Because he didn't go tier 1. That's the reason why he went Pioneer, MG, and then went straight for the tier 2. So he's actually skip teched, and that's why he needs more infantry squads, obviously. So going for a lot of Pigarins. Interesting map to do that on. Might work, but it does of course give you a lot of Shrek play later if you actually need it. So
yeah, the downsides of going for that 0 Gren playstyle is then you actually don't have any Fausts. But when you're versing Brits, it's not really a big issue. There isn't that mid-game light vehicle play. There's no Stuarts, there's no T70s, there's no quad half-tracks, M15s, that sort of stuff. And those vehicles can really shut down Axis. If they get squad wipes on retreat, you know, it's really hard to come back from losing those vetted, upgraded squads. Whereas for Brits, you got the AEC, which is like a tank hunter or a vehicle hunter. So, I mean, it's in the late game, you won't have that against tanks, but then, you know, you have Shreks instead if you wanted to. So, I think it's interesting. Let's see how it pays off here. Also, against the infantry sections, they're very bad up close. So, if these Pigarins do get up close, they're going to really chunk down those squads. We do finally see the squad capacity upgrade here for Icemanjoker. Red hasn't gone for it himself. Neither player actually has the weapon upgrades either. Weapon racks.
Weapon racks. So, no
that's a Stuka firing as well.
Oh, this is gonna be nasty.
This could be disastrous here. This Vickers thing's gonna get hit. One model goes down to the squads. Oh, that was the air landing officer.
Let's actually go down there. These have been really well placed Stuka barrages.
Ouch, that's a huge blow. Icemanjoker losing that
air landing officer?
Oh, sorry, Vanguard. I said it was the Commander Regiment earlier.
Yeah, no, it was Vanguard.
Yeah, Vanguard,
okay,
my mistake. Of
got
course.
To pick up on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Vanguard operations.
So we'll have access to the commandos anyway. So
yeah, so he can build the commandos, and he actually built it in a very safe spot. He can rebuild them, and the commandos are really cheap from the glider. They only cost, I think it's 350.
Yeah.
That is crazy cheap. That's less than Shocks.
So what I was saying about the Stuka, if you look where Red has actually placed his Bofers in combination with the mortar pit, it seems smart. Initially, there's the braces. I think it's probably because he's heard the Stuka firing earlier. I'm not sure.
It's not braced.
No,
it's forward assembly
that's forward
support.
assembly port, isn't it? Yeah, I was wondering what was coming up. Why is the Bofers firing if it's braced? It's not braced.
Yeah.
So the placement's nice because the Bofers is actually covering the mortar pit. And that makes perfect sense in theory. And then the Stuka comes out at 9 minutes, and you go, oh no, he can reach both with one Stuka barrage.
Whoops.
Whoops-a-daisies indeed. So in theory, it makes sense, but not against the Stuka.
But so far, the Stuka hasn't actually been targeting the emplacements, and has had much more impact just wiping these squads, which is certainly the best situation, but he's had pretty good success so far with it. A lot of times, Stukas can just miss and get dodged. So the Commando Regiment has actually been built, which is actually better than if you go the Commando Regiment and you drop them in, because it costs you 500 to actually drop them in. And so yeah, so just for clarification, so with all the British emplacements, they have a bonus if you actually garrison them with a squad. For example, the mortar is a faster rate of fire. The Bofers gets the suppressing fire ability, suppressing barrage. But the forward assembly actually grants that bonus. Yeah, so by having that forward assembly, Stuka fires, gets the brace off, so not really any impact at all, but it means it will be down. And is there any follow-up here? Because that really needs to be followed up, otherwise it's kind of a waste of the Stuka barrage.
It looks like the Vickers actually shut down a possible frontal assault.
I think the reason why he did that is because Darkfürst wanted to actually salvage the wreck of the Bren carrier, and he couldn't do that if the Bofers was within range.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah,
So the
That's
222 was
S-Mines out
actually...
here. Oh, loses infantry section to that one.
Ouch.
It's actually a really good idea to destroy the wrecks so they can't be salvaged. The 222 up the north, he has found the commandos, but he's soon to meet his big brother, the Cromwell tank, but it's actually revealed by the Pigrens, so now the scout car will back away.
Yeah, 222 going to be a bit faster than that Cromwell.
Generally, you'll find as well that small arms can actually destroy wrecks. So even the Vickers MG like could have probably just destroyed the brain carrier wreckage, preventing the salvage from going over. If not, definitely the sniper. Like when you use the attack command on the wreck of a support weapon, like an MG, you can blow that up. The sniper's been down for quite some time. Lost it to that 222 flank.
Interesting build here from Hermes as well.
Yeah, he's got an Ostwind out.
Yeah, oh yeah. Going for the Ostwind, which is, again, you know, interesting. We're going to see some medium tanks coming out from our UKF now. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. We can put a lot of pressure in the middle, and we've already seen quite a few squad wipes. So if we can see a few more coming in from the Ostwind, could be pretty potent. I guess Hermes is mainly going to be relying on a lot of Shrek upgrades.
Exactly.
In order to provide his AT.
Stuka's firing. Probably going to be a brace here.
Brace has come out.
Oh, he didn't actually brace it. Gets the... Doesn't get any squad wipes, but he did a bit of damage towards the squads there. I think he tried to bait out the brace on the mortar pit.
Yeah.
Cromwell going in, has found the scout car. The MGs will follow it up after the main gun to take this one down. So the problem with the Ostwind is that it lacks anti-tank, but when you have 3 squads of Pigrens, it certainly makes up for it.
Not a big of a deal.
Yeah, and Hermes actually doesn't even have the munitions transfer. He's gone the Festung support, a very old school commander, but he has the howitzer, which is going to be quite nice. Sector Arty later on could be helpful as well, denying certain territory. Is there any 6-pounders? There's a 6-pounder here.
Off to the side. Really nice.
Oh, these commandos are waiting in ambush.
Commanders are ready to go. They can really shred, but not this close to the Ostwind.
Yeah.
Look at this. The Ostwind's going to destroy the commandos.
Yeah, needs to use his grenade from ambush as well. Cromwell zoned away. 6-pounder a little bit too far away as well.
Grenade dodge comes out slightly,
Ooh.
but actually gets a full retreat coming in there from Hermes. He wasn't ready for the dodge.
He got 3 models of Pigrens and forced the retreats. There's a lot of manpower, and now with the Shreks gone, there's still 2 Shreks on these Volks, so the Cromwell still has to back away. I think it's really the rivalry of who can build the most Shreks.
It's a big competition, Machine. It's a big competition.
Panzer headquarters does go down, not quite looking over the VP, but a very good placement. It's behind the garrison, so it's quite safe. If it was out in the open here to cover the VP, it'd be far too easy to actually take down.
That hedge is actually a real pain as well, firing around that top hedge, because it means you have to go right to the top to actually fire on the Panzer headquarters. So definitely, I'd agree with the nice placement comment there, Machine.
And you're gonna have quite defensive AT guns, so I think that's smart. Especially when you have those very powerful British artillery and support powers, you can take out those forward bases pretty easily. So having them even more defensive is a good idea. Some Pioneers taking a lot of damage from the Bofors. I believe that was a shoe mine that detonated.
I think it might have been, yeah. Looking for a really deep placement, but a little bit too close.
Yeah, unless maybe it was actually just a British mine.
So, Stuka is on vet 1 at the moment. Going pretty well. We do have our first howitzer in the game as well.
Yeah, this howitzer, he's actually built it within the range of these emplacements, so I think this is going to end pretty badly here for Red. The howitzers and the Stuka is going to really just wreck his emplacements and force a brace far too much. 6-pounder starting to fire on the Ostwind. Still at 2 Shreks for support. Commander's going in a little bit too early. The Pigrens can probably take them out when they're that low. Even the Ostwind's firing at its max range.
Commanders could actually go down here.
Howitzer started to fire.
And going to be revealed by that spotlight as well. Darkfürst has had that up for a long time. It's been covering a huge area in the middle, and it's been played from a safe location.
It's actually the command vehicle on that.
Yeah, Brent carrier, yeah. He's had it for a while.
It's giving the aura off. I don't know if it actually affects emplacements, though. Oh, it does. Wow. Yeah, so it increases the accuracy, the rate of fire, and decreases received accuracy,
So
but drops a Shrek.
Stack that in addition to that for this point. And then, wow. Drops out 2 other Shreks as well, but they're unpickupable. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Poor infantry section. One of the second one. I guess that is one of the problems we've seen with lots of Shreks. Is you do tend to drop them.
Yeah, lots of Pigren Shreks especially, because you don't drop Volk Shreks until it's the last model. With Pigren Shreks, you can drop them.
Yeah.
And it's the same with like any weapon slot, like well, not any weapon slot, but like with certain weapons, same as with like the LMG Grens, the LMGs on Obers, it'll only drop the weapon if it's the last model alive. But if you then get a second weapon, so if you get an LMG squad with 2 Grens or a Volk squad with 2 Shreks, you actually can drop that Shrek quite easily.
Priorities change. So. Is that a... I didn't see the wipe. Must have been.
Yeah, that was a howitzer, but
yeah.
I'm more confused. There's an MG34 over there, so what? We must have seen an Ober squad go down and captured that very, very powerful LMG. Yeah, Red's in a rough spot here. This howitzer is constantly shelling his base. I don't know if the mortar pit is actually within range to take out the howitzer. I have a feeling it's not. The range isn't that impressive.
So does it get buffed up a bit, 2 or 3? Range increase? 2? No, it's reducing the time between barrages. Oh, okay.
And Icemanjoker's actually floating up a lot of manpower here, so I wonder what he's going for. 1400.
It's a lot. I mean, how is he looking in PopCap? 56, so... I don't really know what he's going for. I mean, he's not in the old Axis position where you just don't need any more units. He's,
yeah,
we'll have to see something, I guess.
They do have both the fuels, and they've had it for a bit now, so they're looking pretty good in the fuel department.
And playing around the top VPs as well. With that being said, they've given up 2 munitions points, if you remember, and giving munitions to Axis is never the best of ideas. So that means a lot of artillery probably heading towards the late game.
Yeah, especially with how much powerful arty abilities they have, the zeroing arty and the sector arty. That's going to be really helpful when it comes to defending the VPs, attacking the positions with the zeroing. That is a relief infantry. The problem is Pigrens, so they don't quite have as much model drops as, say, Grenadiers would.
So the Iceman's trying to head on the Bofors here from the looks of things. I'm guessing in synergy with the Howitzer barrage, but it's not really doing that much.
Yeah, I think it's if it forces the brace, and the Osman can take that afterwards. Currently, the Bofors definitely in the better position for the 1v1 epic intense duel. But he's lowered it enough. The Howitzer follow-up could be quite deadly. That is actually a Churchill. That's going to be great against the Osvind. The Shreks don't really have the best penetration for something with such high armor as a Churchill.
Shrek's going to be coming in now. Is the brace on cooldown?
Yeah, no, it's available.
Oh, the brace comes out. Could it be a little bit late, though?
Yeah.
Pops the repair as well.
Oh, the Stuka drops.
Oh, the Stuka in addition. It wasn't 2 shells, though. It was just the 1. Looking for squad wipes there. It does actually force the repairing squad off.
Is that a Pack 43? What? This Churchill's getting chunked.
It's so low. The Pack 43, I think, is just out of range.
Oh!
No! It's still in range. It actually goes down. The Pack 43 doing some mad work there. That was right on the edge of its arc.
Firing through 2 houses as well.
How low is the Bofors as well? It must be so low.
Yeah, the Shreks are moving in. Brace is down.
It was a late brace, even with the repair coming out there. The heavy engineers got forced off. There we go. It's going to take one more Shrek. It actually goes down there. Can we follow it up onto the mortar pit, which hasn't been braced yet? The Howitz firing onto it. There's the brace, but again, it might be a little bit too late.
The Fort Assembly can't brace either. The mortar shells barely missing that Volk squad. Yeah, Reds is running out of stuff.
Joker, what are you doing, bro? 1700 manpower float.
Well, actually, he's going for a Panzer headquarters, but really, I don't know why he has this much manpower.
Definitely what you want. He's going for it pretty hard here. It's not like he has enough fuel for 13 crocodiles.
Yeah, he can build some caches down. That's always a good idea to do. Is that a... What hit him? A lot of Shreks, it would seem. From not getting low, this mine only hit a single Volks. He really wants to get the wipe with the 6-pounder, though. Yeah, there we go. He gets it. So that's great news. There's actually a demo being placed down by the commandos.
I think that might have been Sector Arty coming down as well. Ooh, and the Pigrins are running through it.
Yeah, the Sector Arty didn't quite work.
Ouch.
Maybe if it was placed earlier, it may have deterred that push, but I certainly like how Icemanjoker, he went for an aggressive attack whilst there was a big engagement going on. So he took out that Panzer headquarters, which is looking at Darkfürst. He's the fortifications, so he doesn't have you know, the Call and Panther. He doesn't have an Osfin they can call him with Scavenge. So I'm probably going to see, I believe, a King Tiger. I mean, unless he goes for Jagdpans at 4s. He already has the tier 1 and the tier 2, so he has all 3 tier buildings unlocked.
Price is available. That model pit is still extremely low. Red is so low in squads now as well at the moment. One Vickers engineers in an inventory section. That's pretty much it.
Needs to brace. No.
Command vehicle. There goes the Vet 3 mortar pit as well. All of a sudden, our allies have lost control over the middle here.
Yeah, and this is 2 houses on the field.
Those howitzers are doing some serious work.
Oh!
Oh! Ouch! That was a demo.
Yeah, that was demo. They weren't very clumped up, though, so he doesn't get a wipe on either of them.
Could have been a lot worse.
Rebuilding a Bofors up the top.
That open as well. Not a good position.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that. With 2 mortars and a Stuka, I think it's just going to die very easily.
Our allies desperately need caches. Caches are so important.
And when you have that much manpower, there's really no reason not to.
There's no excuse not to build caches everywhere.
What did Icemanjoker actually spend his fuel on? A Bofors? Oh, that's a
Tab over
Comet.
Yeah, got to Comet.
That's going to be really good. Comet's a long range, so it can zone away the Osfin pretty effectively. But actually, this Cromwell's getting low. Nade comes through onto that garrison. It's incendiary. Needs to evacuate that squad before it dies. I do hear the rain of more howitzer shells. Oh, that was a nice Gavin bomb.
Pretty serious damage.
Yeah,
Comet's
this
starting
Comet
to do work now. The strikes aren't going to be absolutely amazing against it. Hitting the ground a fair bit as well. Yeah, joining with this Comet isn't the best idea. The infantry section is so low.
Just gets out, yeah. The Comets actually... Comets have pretty good frontal armor, so like the Churchills, they will bounce a fair bit of Shrek shells. And with the Pack 43s, though, the Comets can't go deep.
No.
And that's another mortar pit up here. So it looks like the Allies will just be camping up the VPs. I think it's pretty smart.
It's a good strategy when you're this far behind. It's going to be hard for them to take any decent positioning, but they're in range of, I think, at least one of those howitzers.
Yeah. These houses are pretty deadly.
They definitely are. Looking towards the...
Both of the howitzers are within range.
Wow, yeah. I forgot how crazy it is. It's nuts range. Looking towards our VPs now. 401 for our allies. 264 for our Axis. And the reason behind that is the allies have had control over those top 2 VPs for the majority of this game.
Oh no, Red, that's your only squad. That's your only squad.
You need more squads, bro.
He drops a Bren.
Rest in peace.
So now Red literally only has a Vickers and a Bren carrier in 2 emplacements.
And a Royal Engineer squad coming out.
Yeah.
He lost his heavy engineers.
I really don't know why he thought it was a good idea to build these emplacements again after he lost them to howitzers.
And within range of the howitzers again, so...
Yeah, he's saving up for an AVRE. I guess that's why. He doesn't want to tech up for fuel, because then it'll take away from his AVRE. That's probably his reasoning, but... I don't see these emplacements doing that well. But meanwhile, Icemanjoker has 2 tanks. He's got a Comet and a Cromwell. They're doing pretty well so far.
Cromwell hitting that veterancy too.
There's no tanks on the field, so they do have pretty free reign apart from these Shreks and the Pack 43s, which he can play around. It's no big deal. But sooner or later, the King Tiger will be coming out here. Darkfürst has 220 fuel. Hermes has a fair bit as well, over 300. So, yeah, probably going to get a Panther eventually.
Taking up the Panther probably makes the most sense here. Not really a lot on the tier 3 that he needs anymore. Look at this. Joker, man. Build some caches, bro. Build a couple of caches.
Yeah. But actually...
Oh,
Stuka comes through as well.
Nice.
That's a wipe on those engineers.
I have to say that the Stuka play has been right on point here from Darkfürst. He's always getting the squad wipes. Just knows perfectly where to place them, and getting the shells to land in the right spots can be quite difficult.
Yeah.
A hard part of the Stuka barrage, but he's nailing it every time.
The angling is really good.
It definitely is, yeah. 34 kills so far in that Stuka. Has the I think we flicked over to the Osfin. Probably not quite 34 kills.
Oh, no, it is.
That was 34 kills?
Yeah, it's 34.
It was 34 kills.
The Osfin has 8
Nice.
kills despite being vet too, so I don't know where the veterans he came from. And Icemanjoker is basically holding the line on his own in a 1v2. Starting to have some pretty good effectiveness with these tanks. I would like to see this command tank come down, just to try and give the aura to these tanks. The rate of fire certainly helps. The accuracy against infantry especially.
Yeah. Saving up fuel for that Crocodile. It's available now.
Yeah, and with the reliance on this infantry-based AT, the aviary and the crocodile is going to be pretty mean.
That'll be amazing. That's the ideal thing here. And there's no packs as well. I mean, Hermes just focused all his attention on these.
There's no packs, guys.
There's a very big pack machine.
Packs.
I was referring more to the Wehrmacht packs,
Pack 40s,
to be more specific. Yeah, the Pack 40s. There's not a lot of Pack 40s on the field at the moment. Pretty much just solid reliance.
Oh, he's
on
backed
this
up into a
infantry-based
wall.
team with Shreks and so many Shreks.
Wow.
Rip.
Too many of them. He maybe should use his smoke barrage. That smoke shell has a bit of an awkward delay, and you can't move while firing it, but that may have helped. And if he backed up north, he probably would have been okay. But yeah, unfortunately, he just got caught on a wall, so he's stuck there. But now that has opened up the Churchill Crocodile. He's only got about 10 fuel, plus like a minute or so build time before the KT actually shows up. So he needs to have a pretty powerful impact now. Also, he has the strafing support. Is going to be very handy against the KT when it shows up. No munitions in the bank for red, so he can't really use his abilities, unfortunately. Osfin moving up to this Vet 2 Vickers. We'll lose that one, probably.
Yep, there we go. It does go down.
And we have some Ostrupen that have come in from Hermes relief troops. 2 squads.
Man, if only Icemanjoker could send red a few manpower.
Yeah.
Kind of needs it at the moment.
Actually, that's a good point that I didn't really mention, is that I was saying earlier, by having no Grens, he won't have any Panzerfausts, but he has the Ostrupen. They have the Panzerfaust. He can use them to recrew weapons, such as his Vickers machine gun, if there wasn't a Bofors overlooking it. So, yeah, the Ostrupen are going to make up the lack of Panzerfaust gap.
Right, so this is a mass retreat here. We're already seeing one squad wipe. How deep will this Crocodile go, I think, is the main thing here. He doesn't know he can go in, but he can definitely go in here.
Well, not really, though.
The Pack 43... It's hard to get to it, isn't it? I was going to say he could go in and try and wipe the crew of the Pack 43, but it's a bit too dangerous with the amount of Shreks that are on the field.
And more so mines.
Yeah,
there's probably going to be mines nearby. There isn't, but
there definitely could be.
There probably would be mines.
Yeah, so safer play coming out here from...
Oh, that's the strafing support.
Good.
Skill plane crashing down, misses the 4 squads in the base. That could have been pretty bad. And it looks like they're going to be advancing on the Pack 43. Where is this Crocodile? At the bottom. It's not really doing too much.
Not a lot.
Comet doing some damage here, harassing this infantry.
Rotating.
Yeah, maybe that's why he's waiting for the Croc. He's moving into it now.
Nicely played. Waiting for the rotation to come out.
But actually, the searchlight is revealing it, so he knows where the Crocodile is. But now the Pack 43 is trying to rotate. I think it's going to be in time, though.
Commandos as well.
Yeah, this Pack 43 is going to get decrewed very quickly, especially with the commandos.
They're going for the grenade.
They do throw the grenade. Will it fire a shot? No, it gets wiped. Pretty much full health on this Croc. Comet's still here. We may see the demo charge to blow up the Pack 43.
Demo charge would be nice. There's no way that the Crocodile can actually destroy the weapon.
The demo charge can, though, with the commandos, but they're actually out of munitions.
Getting shredded by the Oswin now as well. How did this Crocodile go? How many squad wipes is it looking for? I mean, it killed the Pack 43. It got rid of any danger of...
That's the zeroing arty. So
yeah.
Preventing the units from closing in. 6-pounder. I don't know if he actually can fire on that one.
He's trying to.
Well, he gets a wipe. No, Ostrup can actually get away. But here comes the Shreks. Rear armor. Ooh. Penetrating pretty much all of those shots. Vickers will be suppressing the... Nothing. The Pigrens. There we go. Yeah.
So, nice preemptive placement.
Oh, the Pack 43 is recrewed.
Oh, gives him some safety, but this could be the second shot.
Nah, he's out of range now. The Crocodile has been rebuilt by red. Pack 43, he can't take it out when the Crocodile is that low, the Churchill. So kind of lost the opportunity there to destroy it with his Comet, but there was too many Shreks, I think, really to zone away.
Waterpit and the Bofors are both still alive despite being shelled by the artillery, so that's a
Hang on, did he lost the Croc?
What?
Must have been the Pack 43.
Did he drive it? I didn't see the last shot, did you?
No, I didn't catch that one.
It must have been a attack round that actually hit.
Yeah.
It was definitely outside of the arc unless there was a mismicro or something. I didn't see what killed it.
Unless the attack range is actually larger than the reticle suggests. I know that's the case with MGs and garrisons especially.
And Panzer headquarters.
Yeah, and Panzer headquarters. That's the worst offender. But the King Tigers are on the field.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to really push back the Brits, but we actually have only 200 VPs left for the Axis. and that the two VPs at the top have been held for quite a while. Even the bottom one's been held there for a bit. So the Comet and the King Tiger with a Shrek blob. Not the best engagement here for the Comet. We'll have to back away. Where's the follow-up AT? Icemanjoker needs to churn out a lot of these AT guns. KT's marching in. May want to take out this glider to prevent the Commandos from being rebuilt.
So much manpower needs to...
Oh, is he stuck?
Comet's juked! No, he's juking!
King Tiger's not quite within range, but he sure is close.
Oh, head division hits the ground, though. No luck there.
So I actually saw Red go for the tier Churchill rather than the AVRE.
KT's going to be backing away now, and the Shrek bob's moving up.
You can't go that deep when there's a giant Shrek blob.
Commanders are probably going to go down as well. They do get absolutely shredded
here.
The
Shreks just gibbed all of the Commandos. And now the King Tiger is chasing down this poor, victimized Churchill.
He's in serious trouble here, as are all of these emplacements. The KT does not care that you have emplacements, but there is a mine. It hit a mine.
Oh, he did. Nice work, but it's getting very low. There's no AT guns up here, so the King Tiger should be relatively safe. Volks are backing away through the Bofors. And May gets one of the wipes. Gets a mine, another wipe.
Look how low the KT is, though.
Did he hit a second mine? What happened to his main gun's destroyed?
He's getting
he must have backed over a second mine. And now the Churchill, it wants to go back in, but it would end quite horribly.
There's just not enough munis for their support here. The support from Icemanjoker.
Yeah, it just needs 60 more munitions.
That's really unfortunate. It probably would have been enough to take out that KT.
The Raketin was going forwards, but the Osvin zoning it away. And actually, this Crocodile main gun is destroyed. It's caught on the strategic point.
Well, the Shreks don't actually fire on the first one. It's backing away. It's probably fast enough here.
Howitzer almost hits it as well. This Churchill needs to get away with that Howitzer radius.
Keep reverse moving. Never stop reverse moving, my friend. Reverse move yourself back to a safe location. Well, at least Icemanjoker is no longer floating.
Wow, is this Osvin trying to kill the Crocodile? The Churchill? The Shrek? No, he's still in the action. Why hasn't he backed it away even further? I think he wants to stay close to his engineers, but he's so close to the Shreks.
Oswin trying to 1v1 the Bofors again. It's definitely not working out.
Well, the Raketin fired a shot and got wiped. The engines are destroyed, and the Bofors gets another wipe on these Pigrins.
So many squads are getting taken out here.
Retreating through their Bofors always ends horribly.
More action in the middle as well at the same time. I think, was that the mortar pit going down?
That was, yeah, the mortar pit, the Fort Assembly, a squad of engineers.
More squads in the middle are falling as well. That KT is almost repaired. Such quick repair time.
Over the 6-pounder. No, out of the arc.
Destroyed the Oswin. He's got to get out of there. The 6-pounder might get a shot off.
He was blitzkrieg, but he actually got it.
The Oswin does end up going down there. The Pack 43 is actually on Veterancy 2 now after being recrewed. The KT is back to full health. Going to be doing some serious work. Joker's lost so many squads, as have Red. Some of our Axis.
2 squads of Sturm Pioneers and a regular Pioneer squad. They repair that King Tiger fast. So, very, very nice wipes there. Losing a lot of those Pigrins, losing some of those vetted Volks, and that's all because of this Bofors. Retreating through the Bofors. Deary. But still, there's a lot of Volks here. There's 5 Volk squads. 3 of them have vetted and Shreks. King Tiger, Searchlight. Well. There's still 2 Howitzers. There's still the Pack 43. So... yeah, the Brits are looking in a pretty rough spot. The Crocodile has been rebuilt.
The Stuka ended up going down in an earlier dive, and I guess that's 1+ here for our allies. They don't have to deal with that Veterancy 2 Stuka anymore.
Oh, how did it die?
It got dived on by tanks in the middle during the engagement we were watching up the top.
I'm
not sure exactly what happened. I did see it go down, though.
Nice.
On the icons. Or anything else, I'm not sure. I just saw it go down icon-wise.
Well, it wasn't the Comet that has no vehicles destroyed. Maybe it was the...
yeah, I just saw the icon go down. So.
Yeah, maybe it was the Shrek on this infantry section, perhaps.
We like watching the bigger tanks, like the KT. Yeah. We're very biased like that,
yeah.
So...
we certainly prefer large tanks.
Large tanks are great.
So, I think we may want to see Red. Has he actually teched up, though? Because a Firefly would be great. Yeah, oh, that's Icemanjoker. Okay, he has, yeah. So, with the Comet and the Firefly, that would certainly be satisfactory to deal with the King Tiger. Maybe even 2 Comets would perhaps do the trick. The AVRE would certainly be handy with all these blobbing, and then even you can drive in and just one-shot the Howitzer, or one-shot the Pat 43. So I think the AVRE is going to be very, very important here.
What are these Volts actually building here?
How did the main gun get destroyed? Maybe, it was the Faust from this Ostrooper, and that's what it was. The both are still doing some great work here, but the howitzers taking it quite low. What did you say, sorry?
Can we just flick over the bolts? They're all...
Whoa, down here, King Tiger's moving up. Volk's
yeah.
moving in for support as well as 3 Shreks, a lot of veterancy. Crocodile's pretty low, the King Tiger is chunking. These tanks are looking in a pretty rough spot, especially...
another shot off.
Yeah, especially with that both is getting low. It's on the brace for now, but it may not even matter. It gets decrewed.
There's nothing else here. They can't deal with the KT. The KT's actually backing off here. He's scared of the mines, man. He knows what happened last time. The driver is not going to fall for that again.
Crocodile's being repaired, not really in the action this time around. The Churchill's just backing up north. There's no support nearby. Trying to get out of the howitzer barrage. King Tiger's just firing at these squads. Make it the Vickers. Gets out of the range. So that's another Cromwell. Red rebuilt. A Cromwell? Really?
Interesting choice.
Well, I mean, he's called it an AVRE. I just think maybe a Firefly would have been a better choice here. Pack will be setting up onto this Cromwell. Yeah, actually misses, but the King Tiger hits.
So many OS wins.
And it's really working as the commando play. Because the commandos can shut down those Shreks pretty hard, but with double Osvins...
I'm loving the Osttroopen transition as well, coming in here from Hermes.
He's got a lot of mutations for it, so hey, why not? Yeah. And it looks like Hermes actually isn't going to even bother taking up to tier 4. I mean, he doesn't need Panzerwerfers as howitzers, he doesn't really need Panthers because he has Shreks, so he's just chilling with his Osttroopen and his Osttruppen, Ostvins, Shreks. Yeah, he's got 6 squads. Putting back to shame.
I mean, it might be worth just taking up for the hell of it. He has such a big fuel float.
Yeah, why not?
It's probably worth just getting the tier building. Can be nice, and then at least you have access to Panthers, because otherwise you have to go through the actual cost of building the building.
Yeah, but I think if you really wanted to get the AT, you might just go Stukas anyway.
Yield.
Oh, that's gonna BM.
Oh, I guess that's kind of BM.
Yeah, that's pretty BM.
So yeah.
But at least he BMs in old English style.
Yes. Saying GG, that's bad BM.
Yeah.
Saying yield,
that's kind of funny.
I don't mind that. It's yeah. I wouldn't mind if someone said yield.
Maybe if you threw the word Sir in. I don't think he's gonna get the snare here. No.
No.
We will get one of
3,000 no luck here, and the Crocodile takes no engine damage.
Also takes no squad wipes there either. Here come the Volk Blob. That's an AVRE. Won't be that powerful against the King Tiger, but he will force the retreat to the Sturmpyos. Oh, he gets one of them. That was a nice placement there. 6-pounder will be firing as well here.
AVRE sniper is for real.
Oh, look at this Crocodile's doing lots of work on these Volks.
The Volks are getting absolutely shredded here. The Crocodile was such a good choice.
Yeah.
Searchlight's very far forward here, but it's giving vision for the KT.
I think also maybe in the comment they got a nice shot off. Yeah, I think sooner or later this AVRE is going to wipe something mean.
Yeah.
Certainly the howitzers, eventually, I would hope. But where are they firing now?
Ooh. Squad went down there. Icemanjoker.
Oh, is this the glider? Wow.
Oh, that's what the howitzer was actually firing at.
King Tiger's doing great work as well. 14 kills already at Vet 2. Cromwell's going in, has the buff from the... Oh, that's just the prioritized vehicles. Okay, never mind. Oh, Faust here. No, Faust
not
doesn't get it.
In time there. Hermes obviously microing somewhere else.
Certainly had the munitions for it. He's always got 500 in the bank.
Yeah.
Trying to cap the VP, but there's just too much overlooking it. There's a huge engagement up here. We're waiting for the engagement. We've got a King Tiger, 2 Ostvins, 2 Pigrins with the Shreks. We've got 3 Osttroopen. We've got a lot of tanks here. We've got 2 Crocodiles, 1 Crocodile, 1 Churchill, a Comet. This is a big engagement waiting to happen.
Yeah, it definitely is. The problem for our allies here is they're going to have such lack of good artillery support.
Yeah.
The reason for that is they don't have munitions points. They haven't had them virtually the entire game because they've been just trying to hold on to the 2 VPs. And they've had to do that for such a long time as well. They just haven't been on a munitions point. That makes life very tough. Whereas our Axis, on the other hand, are going to have access to as much supporting artillery as they could possibly dream of while trying to recapture these top 2 VPs.
Yeah, that's the power of the double munis. In the middle, we see a tank go down. Meanwhile, it looks like Axis are going in here. Shreks leading the charge. Crocodiles burning them away, but here come the Shreks. That Churchill's getting quite low here. King Tiger now moving in as well. No losses so far. Also getting a fair bit of pounding. Will reverse away. These Shreks gotta be a little bit careful here. Crocodile has a lot of range.
Osprey can actually get taken out here.
Yeah, the 6-pounder setting up as well. The Vet 3 Pigrins barely escapes. Osvin gets taken out. All these tanks are still alive here for the Allies, though. They're pretty strong tanks. The Crocodiles, the Churchills, they have a lot of health.
But I mean, I don't think it's enough. You can't really dive into the KT. What I'd like to see is maybe a little bit more defensive play from our Axis. Instead of moving all your supporting AT forward so the Crocodile can take them out, just have them near the KT. If you have them near the KT, there's no all-in available for the Axis. They can't dive into that many tracks.
I mean, even then, they can't dive in with a pack 43s. So I think maybe just camping the 2 VPs would be the safer bet in the long run. But also they have the howitzers that are just going to be picking away the repairing squads, keeping the tanks at low health. That's the zeroing arty. Probably won't achieve much though.
Yeah, just looking for some more squads, but it's not going to get that much here. Veterancy 2, Veterancy 3 here for the artillery pieces of Hermes.
Yeah, this Vet 3 Comet is against the wall here. He can't back away very easily. The
One
howitzer
off.
is going to have to back away soon. These engineers may get wiped by the howitzers as well. Gets a couple of kills, but no wipes.
Denying the repairs is so important as well. Using this artillery to just kill the repairing units is pretty huge, because the KT can be repaired in a matter of seconds, whereas that just the same can't be said.
Well, there is the heavy engineers, which have the faster repair speed.
They keep getting forced off though.
Commando's dying for really no reason. Bit of a miss micro there, but exactly, these squads, the repairers keep getting forced away. The tanks are on medium health. They're not really going to be achieving much here.
Seems like a bit of a waste of a Hawker there as well from Icemanjoker. It's not really like he can go in after this KT. He didn't really force somebody to squad.
Yeah, same with that zeroing arty. You want to use it in synergy with an attack or in a defense, because it just kind of didn't really do much. But it looks like the third VP will be neutralized here. Brits are running low on the VP, or lower. They're at 200 left. So the Axis have caught up. It's pretty much even VP-wise, but the map controllers heavily swinging towards our Axis.
Yeah, they've just got so many squads.
Vet 3 howitzer. The other one's almost Vet 3 as well, so they have everything they need. They have Pack 43s, howitzers, the heavy artillery, they've got Shreks, they've got heavy tanks. Brain carriers being rebuilt probably for the command tank.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings. Tank and crew ready to go.
AVRE's just been chilling at the bottom here. I haven't really seen him do too much. He's got 17 kills.
Yeah, found some more wipes down the bottom. He's been playing around the middle. Has actually gotten a bit of work done.
I'd like to see him just wipe that Pack 43.
Would be good, wouldn't it? Just walk up to it and deal with it.
I'm not entirely sure if you could fire over this garrison though. It may actually
probably fire down
detonate.
do you think down the bottom, or like through that gap, or?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it
Depends on
might still go.
You've got to remember there might be a few mines around there. If you lose the AVRE, could definitely take the allies out of this game.
It might still go over this. I'm not sure. It's not a very tall garrison because it's destroyed. So that's going to be the recon from the command vehicle. That's one other advantage as well of the command vehicle, is it does have a free recon.
You hear so many planes crashing down with the Aussies on the field. Them doing some serious work. Gotta love that AA.
And so Darkfürst, he actually has enough fuel for a second King Tiger.
Oh dear.
And they're not limited either, not in this patch. You can get multiple King Tigers. He's pop capped though with 6 squads of Volks.
Yeah, 3 of them almost at Veterancy 5 with Shreks.
Yeah, but it means that if he loses the King Tiger, it won't matter. Same for Hermes, 600 fuel. If the Osfins go down, not a big deal. But with the Brits, they have no more fuel reserves. The tank preservation is going to be quite important here. AVRE looking for something. He's found a couple of Volk squads. He's also found a King Tiger as well. King Tiger's getting backed away. AVRE goes for the King Tiger. Gets the crew shocked.
And a fair bit of damage as well. This is the chance to take out the KT.
Yeah, but he's taking a lot of Shreks here as well. He backs away just in time.
AVRE's still alive.
King Tiger's really low. It's Veterancy 3 as well. 6-pounder. Will it actually wipe the King Tiger? It bounces the shell. The Volks are doing so much work. The Churchill may get taken down as well here.
There's a Firefly. Can it go in?
Yeah, that's the smoke barrage. That's actually the sector artillery has the strategic point held.
The KT went down.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was the Firefly. The Firefly actually took it out.
Oh, nice. Using that maximum range.
Was it? Oh, was it? I think we keep getting duped by the arcs of these AT guns. So,
yeah, it was actually the 6-pounder. There was a second 6-pounder that
Yeah.
must have got it. So the Vet 3 King Tiger falls. which it's certainly not the end of the world. Darkfürst can replace that, as we said earlier, but it's still a lot of resources, and the veterancy has gone down as well.
But the AVRE is still alive, and Red has actually managed to keep up his squad count this time. That means 2 heavy engineers and maybe another a third squad this time to get the repairs done. Get that AVRE back on the field.
Also, during that engagement, we saw 2 Volk squads go down, so Darkfürst now having to replace those squads as well, really running out of his resources. And that actually has allowed the allies to push forward. They're getting the top VP. Bottom one has been captured. And they're probably kind of hold the bottom. If they just leave an Ostwind down here, it's going to really shut that down. But currently, 69 VPs only are in the bank here for the allies, but they are ticking back now towards victory once this second VP has been captured back. Panzer headquarters rebuilt in the exact same spot.
And it's going to be sieged in the exact same way from the defense machine.
Yeah.
Darkfürst going to be going for a Jagdpanzer 4.
Oh, that's a good choice. Wait,
oh, no, that's a KT.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's a lot of fuel drain for a Jagdpanzer 4. That barrel's a little bit too long. It is going to be another KT.
Another KT, and we have a fair bit of repairs. We've got 3 NGs here from Icemanjoker, 2 from Red, which are the heavy engineers. And that was a very successful push. The AVRE, it actually did better than I thought. It didn't do a lot of damage, but it got the crew shock, which allowed a lot of follow-up from the rest of the British anti-tank.
At this period as well, the Ostwinds are just going to be Firefly veterancy bait.
Yeah, or even Comet. I mean, he's already Vet 3 though, but this Crocodile is doing some even more
keeping
work.
it alive is great.
It's just such the hard counter to these Volk squads.
Ooh.
Something just blew up a Volk squad. I don't know if it was a mine or maybe
later.
just a lucky Comet shot there. There's a 4 squads repairing this Panzer headquarters.
Makes it a bit hard to take out.
King Tiger's now back on the field.
Loses that veterancy though.
Yeah. Firefly's here. The Firefly has a fair bit of range, can also take out the Panzer headquarters.
KT!
Yeah, KT's showed up. Firefly's already there though. This is where the Firefly wants to be. Should probably get the crew commander upgrade.
Has access to the tulip rockets.
Does he have the munis though? Yeah, he does.
He does, but it's you really have to go for it when you know you can engage because it's not cheap.
Also, the Hawker support might be a better idea.
That's true. Ideally, Icemanjoker can stall this one out long enough to have both.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the dream.
The thing is with the King Tiger, it's so big and it's so slow. The tulips are really easy to land. If you're firing it on a much more mobile tank, you're generally going to miss. Especially the second shot. The first one maybe, but fully repaired this Panzer headquarters. Nice work here from the Axis.
Still saw some artillery going down the bottom as well, maybe to stop caps or something. Sectorati, was it? Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, Sectorati there.
Sectorati coming down.
Hermes has the munitions for it, so why not? Doesn't need to preserve his bank of munitions there. Ash, nice shot on those engineers with a King Tiger. Firefly 6-pounder returning fire now. A lot of Shreks, a lot of Faust, but the Crocodile's going to be zoning them away. King Tiger needs to be careful if he's taking a lot of damage. And there's just too many dead squads to this Crocodile.
How many kills is this thing on?
44.
44 kills.
Howitzer gets the wipe on the 6-pounder.
That takes away some of the supporting AT for our allies. Gonna be hard to hang on to these VPs. 68 for them, 171 for our Axis.
Churchill's down the bottom, so it looks like they will go for that bottom VP as well.
Trying to split this AT up.
The tanks are all very low and needs repairs, so it's going to be hard for the Brits to actually fight this one. Howitzers are forcing the retreat on these AT guns. Firefly is very low, so is the Comet. Retreats the squads though.
Didn't want to have to deal with the Crocodile. A lot of squads moving down the bottom here. All of those heavy engineers.
It's risky play, splitting
Yeah,
up
going
from
for
your
this
opponent.
VP, just to close the game out. But yeah, you can't really risk losing many tanks. Yeah. Pack 43 quite low on health.
Pack 43 fires a shot. It was going to be zoning away
Zone
this
range.
Churchill. Second shot. And it means that the Churchill can't really zone the Ostwind. So that Pack 43 placement is becoming a huge problem. King Tiger's rotating down. This may open up that north VP. It's currently undefended aside from this bunker, which won't last very long to the Churchill.
Yeah, I know where the KT's down here.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think this might be our Axis predicting a switch from the Allies, but there are 2 VPs at the top. There's not really much reason to switch. KT maybe just got bored with getting penetrated for days by the Firefly and the 6-pounder.
He wasn't enjoying the presence. Actually, the Faust will come through. This is bad news for the Churchill.
Damage engine.
There are some mines, but they're quite far away. The King Tiger's going in deep. Looks like he will throw away this Vet 3 Churchill. That is a huge blow here for Red. Losing that one is going to put them very far back. He can't really replace that one. He's out of fuel. He just calls in an AVRE. The Vet 3 Churchill does go down. North VP hasn't been taken yet by Icemanjoker. He will find an MG bunker with his Royal Engineers.
I still want to see Hermes go for something other than... he's so close to Popcapped as well. So many Austrian squads, but like a Panther or something would be good. Something nice to support the KT with. Austin's would be nice, but he's just got such a big fuel float. It hurts my heart to see fuel floats, even when it makes sense in your Popcap.
Yeah,
it still hurts.
Popcap, and he has houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So...
Churchill.
Yeah, but he's got 43 kills. Maybe a pack 43 at the top here would be a good investment, I think, to zone away that Churchill.
Yeah, the one at the bottom is really nice to cover the VP, but another one would definitely be good and prevent the KT from getting as pull in as easily.
Yep, that's a zeroing Artie. AVRE. Is he going to fight these 3 squads of Volks?
They're retreating.
Nah, he cancels it. So it's really good at forcing retreats, even if it doesn't actually get any wipes. Comet will be going for this bunker to open it up. He fired a shot. He got 13 kills with this AVRE.
Wow.
He got a lot of these Osttroop, and he gets stunned by a howitzer shell. King Tiger going to be forcing it away, but no damage engine, so he should be fine.
That AVRE doing work.
Yeah, the North VP has been captured back with only 46 VPs left.
Allies are very low here. Really have to hold on to these ones. Tanks are at a decent amount of health. There's been enough time to repair them because the KT rotated down the bottom to take out the Churchill.
Do we have the Firefly still? No, the Firefly got taken out, so the only AT here really is this Comet as well as his AT guns. NG squad does get wiped there by the King Tiger.
Comet's starting to back away now. Good choice. Don't want to be sticking around and trying to chill with the KT.
Another Austrian squad gets wiped to the damage over time. With that many squads of infantry, it's hard to keep them all alive.
Icemanjoker quite low on those munis. Only 120 for him now.
No Pintle MG on this King Tiger.
Not yet. Definitely be a good investment.
We're losing a capture point.
So the AVRE is still here, and it's finally just got its barrage available. Oh, wow, drives into 4 AT guns.
There was quite a few pings.
Oh!
KT goes down. There's a few pings coming off, but that was 3.
No, that was 4, dude.
6-pounders in a Raketan Reaper. 3, yeah, they had a Raketan.
4 AT guns, and there was also a Comet
and
up
there was a couple of bounces as well. You saw the little pings coming off the KT, and then everything just penetrates at once. That was some serious damage.
That King Tiger, I'm pretty sure, was full health, but he just drove into a wall of AT guns, and it looks like it was actually 3 volleys, and took that one down pretty much instantly. Darkfürst, he's almost close to rebuilding that King Tiger, but it's really the manpower setback and the timing. Fausts do come through, get the damage engine on this Comet, but probably won't be the follow-up here, especially with the Churchill Crocodile somewhat nearby. This Comet may get taken out here.
Oh, the bottom point's VP is actually going to get decapped as well.
Yeah.
There's no tick here. Our allies are still in this.
Osfin rotating back down, Vetracy 2 as well.
Osfin needs to stay down here and prevent these squads from capping. They've got the Pack 43. If you combine that with the Oswin, that's more than enough.
So there's a Vet 3 squad of the air landing officer against 5 squads.
The nade could do some serious
Gammon
damage
bomb.
here.
That's a lot of range.
Oh,
whoa, it gets a wipe with
really good spot there. It was predicting the retreat path.
That Gammon bomb has quite a lot of range.
Get inside the point. Get inside the VP. There we go. Nice. Good play. Alien officer looks like he's going to be running for it.
He got the wipe with the SMG at like max range. Despite being SMG, AVRE is going to be firing a shell. I don't know if this is actually revealed. Or does he see it? I'm trying to swap to the vision.
I think so. Yeah. Let's see it.
Oh, yeah, let's see it. Yeah, that was a Gammon bomb from the infantry section. Forces the retreat. That's a Panther being built by Hermes.
Nice, fantastic Hermes. Love your work.
But the squads are forced away, so the VP's now being captured back by Red.
38 VPs here. Very close game.
At your service, Alfie.
These howitzers have got to keep firing. We need to see some more wipes here. Have to force the allies off the top just for a little bit.
Yeah, and
could be enough to end this game.
they should probably be firing on the AT guns. That's their prime target.
The searchlight has been absolutely invaluable this game.
Because the King Tigers should dominate the Comet and the Fireflies and the Churchills, with combination of the Shreks.
Darkfürst is really low on manpower.
With that many AT guns, the King Tiger doesn't really have the freedom to fight those Churchills. Oh, he goes in for the searchlight.
The Comet got real mad of getting revealed this entire game. Don't mess with the Comet.
It's a shame that searchlights don't get veterancy.
Yeah.
It's like
you really should. Like every tank you reveal, you just like
yeah, because it'd be like Vet 12 by now.
Yeah.
Like the hidden MVP of this game is that searchlight half track. He's going into the Panzer headquarters. He's got the AVRE.
Let's take it out.
Oh no,
here.
it's the AVRE with the Churchill. I don't know if he actually is going to fire it on the Panzer headquarters.
Looks like it.
But maybe for the bunker. Maybe for the Pigrens? Where's he firing? That's
I
the
don't even
question.
know.
There he is. He's going for the Panzer headquarters. Takes
Okay.
it down pretty low. We'll follow that one off with the Crocodile. Takes that one down. Panzer headquarters is destroyed. So we do have the anti-building flame mortar support. Okay. Pack 43 being rebuilt at the north here. These tanks are a little bit low, but it's probably worth it to take that one out. And now the Panther's moving up with the support of these Shreks. That Pack 43 has started to fire on the Churchill. The Crocodile backs away for now.
How's the pack looking? Well, the anti-flame mortar is actually doing a fair bit, I think. As long as a few shells down.
Comet zoning away the Pigrens. They can't capture this point. Only 37 VPs left. The Brits need a squad inside of that capping circle so they don't lose it.
Definitely.
But at the bottom, they're getting the bottom VP
Where's
again.
the Oswind? Where? It's rotating down now, thank
You had one job,
the
Osmond.
Lord. You had one job. Just cover that bottom VP, man. Not a big task. Just make sure nothing can cap it.
Well, this is a nice flank with these Volks, though. And that Comet's actually facing the side, so he may lose it to double rear armor. I think he has enough health for it, though. Even if both penetrate, he should be fine.
Yeah, it should be okay, just. But no, the boss are moving forward predictably. Can they get the second Shrek? Maybe not.
He's on the road. No, he gets away. And that's the AVRE. He's going to be firing. Oh, gets one of the wipe.
Nice.
A landing officer does fall.
Oswind?
Osmond, what are you doing, man?
Oswind? Oswind?
There's a VP down here.
Oswind! Sorry guys. I was reading a magazine.
Got to cap that fuel
I was
point.
don't eat kebabs during important games, Oswind.
Oh, he's putting a mine, but underneath the fire of the STGs. On the Sturm Pioneers and the Oswin, of course. So there we go. That's what Oswin does well. But it certainly bought a lot of time here for that top VP to maybe be captured back. And especially with how many squads in the middle.
This would be the time to actually go in. A lot of the squads from Red were forced off there.
And also, these Pioneers should really build some S-mines just to
They should
force
be capping the VP while they repair the Oswin.
the Minesweepers.
Yeah.
Because then you can't send lone Tommy squads, which would slow things down. And with only 37 VPs, slowing things down is exactly what the Brits have to avoid. So, he has the Vet 3 Churchill though, 69 kills. He's got a Firefly, hasn't really done too much.
Hasn't off the chill upgrades this time either, which I think is a good move. Only at 47 munis at the moment. Really needs to save them up.
Actually, one thing as well is the King Tiger hasn't been rebuilt.
No.
Darkfürst hasn't been prioritizing that one, got the Pack 43 instead. He's putting another Pack 43, wow, yeah.
2 of them.
That's pretty smart though.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get what he's going for.
Because then it prevents the Churchills, especially the Crocodile, from doing this. This is what he wants to avoid, is him just killing all of his squads.
Our headquarters are under fire.
Getting a fair bit of damage there as well.
Axis finally fall below 100 points.
Yeah, the stakes are getting pretty high.
This is an intense game. It's gone for over an
Yeah.
hour. We're in an hour and 3-minute team game.
This is looking like it's going to be the longest game we have ever casted in our history of Company of Heroes 2. This Comet as well is doing quite well. 43 kills. The Volks are just getting zoned out. They have a lot of range, does the Vet 3 Comet. Don't know if it gets extra range. No, it doesn't get extra range, but it has 50, which is much more than a Volk squad with a Shrek. Air landing officer here is going to be holding this VP. Volks are picking up at it at long range, but they have a fair bit of quite a low received accuracy, so they can hold on for a while.
That's good.
Where's
Yeah,
his
Joker needs to hold on
incendiary?
to his munis here.
At the bottom, we have a rebuilt Cromwell to zone away that Ostwind.
But we have to remember, the last time this happened, there's a Pack 43 down the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. So he needs to stay at range. He may even lose this one to a second shot. Pretty high rate of fire. But yeah, the Veterancy 4 gave it that second rate of fire. So he should have just stayed out of the radius where he would have been able to, because now he's not going to be able to capture underneath that Ostwind. That play alone could have lost the game for them. If they had that bottom VP, it would have forced the Panther to go down to deal with that the Cromwell. Top VP's been captured back. Oh, the Brits are looking in a rough spot. Oh, Vickers gets decrewed by this Ostwind. But still, there's 4 tanks and 4 AT guns, or 3 and a
Bren.
Yeah. So I think that tank commander. Oh, he may lose his AVRE though. He's gonna be firing at the Pack 40. I think. Is he gonna be firing the? No, he cancels it. He probably should have stuck with it, because he might lose it now.
Definitely gonna go down there. He would have stuck with that.
He would have at least sacrificed it for the Pack 40. I didn't think he realized the Pack 43 was there, and you don't really have much window to react from that, because by the time it fires, you know, the second shot isn't that much long after. And then it kills you in 3 shots.
What's the first time it got revealed? The Crocodile's trying to prevent the caps here.
Damage over time is all he needs.
Yeah.
Pack 40 is doing some good zoning.
But Pack 43 isn't quite in range there. Only extends just past the point of the VP. Game's close, man. Game's close.
Yeah, it sure is.
Our Axis just need this top one.
Probably should just walk in with a Vault Cord to prevent it from being capped. Is that a Shrek on the ground? Yeah, it is. He doesn't really want it with his commandos, but giving it away would be a blow as well. That Pack 40 is a huge problem. If the AVR killed it, then that would have been a much better spot. And the Comet and the Crocodile are both very low. Gammon Bomb comes through. Will it be a wipe? Of course it will. It's a Gammon Bomb. Retreats that one.
I guess he just kind of needs to do it as well. Despite the munitions burn, wants to try and get this VP back and close out the game. Needs no Hawker support though. Every time he throws a Gammon Bomb, it's even more delay.
Yeah, but there isn't really that many squads for Hermes. He's been wiping a fair bit of them.
Darkfürst still.
Whoa, Ostwind, what were you doing? He went way too deep.
No.
He caught the wall of the pack guns, the great wall of 6-pounders.
The wall of 6-pounders.
Yeah.
I don't know. They rotated down to the bottom. The Ostwind was not expecting that. It's the first time we've seen it. And that means the bottom VP.
Sector Arty though. That's smart.
Nice, well played. That'll buy more time. 35 VPs. Our allies can't afford to just run away from this one. That means more rotations are going to come down to the bottom here.
He has pretty much 2 more Sector Arties as well.
Hermes is building another Ostwind to rotate down to the bottom as well. Gets the MG, so if he can move that backwards before the Sector Arty finishes.
And the heavy engineers are pretty bad. Wait, what? Was that the Sector Arty that maybe just killed these own Vickers? 29 VPs. I don't know if they can get this top one back. And it's pretty smart putting the AT guns at the bottom, because the Pack 43 can't zone away 6-pounder AT guns.
No.
There's a couple of squads here, 2 pickings with Shreks.
26 VPs here for our allies. They're trying to decap the VP at the top. Big fight going on up there.
Oh yeah, he retreats all these squads from that Crocodile.
24 VPs now.
The Ostripan can't throw any grenades, so they're not very good at this VP engagement. Heavy engineers doing not much at all to this Pack 40.
Still no decap, 21 VPs. Look down the bottom. What have we got set up here?
It's an Ostwind, 2 Pigrins. Maybe anticipating another Crocodile.
The Crocodile has to move forward here. Kill the squad on the VP.
Well, he goes for the Pack 40, which has now opened up his Firefly.
Yeah, nicely played.
And now the Firefly can zone away the Panther. Ostripan gets out of the capping circle.
Finally, the decap actually starts here. 16 VPs. Probably go down to 14 by the time the decap comes through.
Yeah, nice work.
14 VPs and the decap.
I think maybe Darkfürst shouldn't have retreated all those squads. The 6-pounders fire. The AT gun Great Wall of 6-pounders have moved up.
Okay, they're going to have to be backing away here. There are still repairs out on the field. How many Strim squads does Darkfürst actually still have?
Well, the Howitzer wiped the engineers, so the VP's been neutralized.
That means no ticking at all for the moment.
What were you saying?
How many Strim Pioneer squads does Darkfürst actually have? Can we get repairs on that Panther? Still got 2.
The Vet 2, don't think that gives repair speed though. No. Repair speed is Vet 3.
Yeah.
But they still repair very quickly.
Here are all the squads coming in from Darkfürst as well. So many squads. Can the Crocodile force this many off? That's the real question. How low is the Crocodile? Still pretty low. There hasn't been enough repairs down. The heavy engineers rotating up the Comet. Can actually engage this fight.
Pack 40's recruit. This next engagement can probably decide it because the VPs are so low and there's so many squads, so many tanks as well.
Sector artillery going to be available for Hermes here as well. That could be enough to close this one. Heavy engineers, they're actually going for a Bofors within range of the VP.
That's clever. He can't actually use a sector arty unless he caps the VP, so he needs to get the one so he can actually use it. Firefly is getting taken out by these Pigrins. Probably will lose that one to the Pack 40. It goes down. That's the Hawker support fighting on the Osttroopen.
Trying to zone the area.
Zeroing Arty as well behind that one. Here comes a big flank with the squads up north.
The Brace has actually already come out of the Bofors as well. It's going to survive at least for the moment.
The Commandos are actually in the capping circle. It will go towards our Brits. Bottom VP looking pretty quiet. At the north, the Crocodile is going to be doing so much damage here. The Bofors, it may unbrace and shred them on retreat. The Commandos actually got wiped by the zeroing Arty, I believe, but the VP is held for the Brits. Brace wears off. Bofors still being under fire from the howitzers, though.
The howitzers are still tracking away here. 74 VPs now.
Wait, what? The Commandos decrewing the Pack 43?
Whoa! Can the Ostman actually kill them in time? Is there going to be a gamma bomb out here? How many munis does... No! Icemanjoker doesn't have the munis.
No, he threw it.
He threw in the nade. The Pack 43 does actually get wiped here.
He actually got suppressed by the base MG, but the Pioneers are capping the VP. Pack 40 is decrewed by the Royal Engineers.
The Great Wall of 6-pounders is zoning.
He's moving up. Brain carrier is here for the buff as well. The bottom VP, he's moved in.
No.
He didn't leave the Ostwind down there.
There's no other Ostwind. Hermes rebuilding another Ostwind now.
He's got it now, but will it be there in time? There is an Osttroopen squad with a Shrek, but Osttroopen, they can't deal with the LMGs of these engineers. There's no nades either.
Just trying to prevent the cap
He can sector Arty, though. He can sector this VP.
Sector Arty!
He needs to do it pretty soon before he loses it. Once it's neutralized, he will lose the chance. He calls it down, but it's neutralized, and with combination with the bottom VP, it may be enough for the Brits to get this game.
The Osttroopen were actually wiped there as well. Hermes is so low on squads, has no manpower as well, no Panther.
Osttroopen gets taken out by the AT guns. Another one is in the middle.
Ostwind just moved out and took out the Panther.
Great wall of 6-pounders.
6-pounders.
And is that 2 Bofors? Okay, he rebuilt a Bofors. So that is smart. We have an hour and 10-minute game Bofors, and it's going to be zoning away these Volks. They can't cap the VP underneath the fire of this Bofors.
50 VPs now for our Axis. Could they potentially lose this one?
Yeah, landing officers on the VP now. Ostfin at the bottom.
He can't cap points.
These engineers are going for this vet for Pack 43. Volks damaged his own mechanized headquarters. And it's neutralized here. I don't see this VP being capped back. Underneath 2 Bofors.
Double Bofors!
General and gentlemen, do not recommend building 2 Bofors over 1 VP.
No, we don't. Perhaps when there's 34 VPs remaining for the enemy team, you could consider it.
But this game is getting absolutely out of hand. An hour and 12 minutes. This is madness.
But it could be a triple cap here for our allies. They could close this one out.
There's only 1 VP, but it's still ticking towards the 29 VPs of the Axis, and we do actually see the Axis taking a lesson from the Bofors. However, the Commandos have the demo charge.
There's not enough time for this artillery to actually deal with the Bofors.
Yeah, that and the Gammon Bomb's going to be wiping this Pack 43, and that's going to allow the Crocodile to drive forward. It's got an 89 kills. This thing is not messing around.
Can we hit 100? That is the real question. Bottom VP is going to be captured and the smoke wall comes out.
There will be a Faust. Pack 43 wasn't actually decrewed, but the smoke wall. What was that smoke from? It allowed the Comet to back away.
Was that Hermes? I'm pretty sure that was Hermes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, smoke bombs. Go for the caps using the smoke bombs. But the Bofors are like...
Is attack grounding it?
Yeah, attack grounding it, but they're not actually hitting.
Nice try with the smoke bombs. It's working for now.
Oh,
can he actually get it back in time?
This is so close.
Also, the Churchill...
The sector's going to be available if we can get the cap.
The Firefly should...
No, they got another point.
Oh. The Crocodile should attack ground as well, but now the smoke's worn off. Both is opening up on this Osttroopen.
It's available again. The smoke's available again.
Yeah, but the Gammon Bombs are available on the infantry sections.
4 VPs, that's going to be the game.
It's neutralized. Unless there's pinning from these MGs, Osttroopen are moving in to Bofors. 103 kills on this Churchill Crocodile. The MG bunkers are pretty awful at actually pinning squads. Pack 43 firing. I mean, he may lose this Churchill, but he has burnt out.
There's a pin.
Yeah, one pin.
Can we get the other pin? Focus the MG bunker. Get the pin.
Worn off.
Pin worn off. How did it wear off? That's going to be the cap. If that's the cap, that's going to be the game. That's going to be it. It's all over. 14 VPs remaining for our allies, but they're going to close this one out. That will be the game. 1 hour and 14 minutes of absolute madness.
Oh,
GG.
that Gammon Bomb would have been deadly. Wow, that game was quite nuts.
It's going to take a second. It's going to take a couple of seconds, machine.
Yeah, that's
Crocodile over 100 kills.
the longest cast we've done. It's a shame he died at the end, but he died heroically to wipe the Ostrupen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well played. I think
I'm surprised we didn't see the smoke bombs earlier.
yeah, that was a good point to mention. The smoke bombs would have certainly helped with those VP capping earlier on. I think like I thought the Brits were going to lose this once Red lost his entire base, essentially his Sim City, and he rebuilt it, and it also was a pretty bad idea, rebuilding them at the top. But yeah, once they had all the tanks they needed, the Churchill with the Crocodiles, the AVRE helped. The Vet 3 Comet was a huge boss.
Oh, that was a big deal.
56 kills, and look at these howitzers. 29 kills Vet 3, 38 kills Vet 3. I would have liked to see the AVREs wipe them, but it would have been quite a risky play to actually make. So, very, very well played game for Icemanjoker and from Red. Nice try by Darkfürst and Hermes. Not quite enough to close this game. Maybe if they prioritize the bottom. Also, bear in mind, Darkfürst was fortifications. So he could have actually built S-mines as well.
That's true.
It was, a lot of the time, it was the Royal Engineers capping it anyway, so it wouldn't have been a huge blow, but it's certainly nice to build those. Maybe just calling in an MG34, just to leave that on the VP would have been nice as well. So, yeah, but it gets very strategic when you rotate VPs, and you need to, do I support my teammate, or do I cap the VP, and likewise, do I defend the VP? And if you commit too much, then you can lose the top. So, yeah, it's really hard to say, the VP allocation, what's the best to do.
Yeah.
When you don't have full vision like we do spectating. But that'll wrap us up. Thank you for watching. This has been one of the craziest games I've actually done before. Subscribe for more Company of Heroes 2 videos, which may or may not go for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, General Statement make no guarantees. So long game.